Alright, last but certainly not least, let's quickly address the festival. Quick festival guide. For that, we are going to the official Discord. If you did not know, if you go to the official Discord, there is the University of Rivengard bot, the University Golem, and it shows you the festival cheat sheet. This is something that you should know by now, by heart. Let's just quickly open this in a new tab. Well, that worked like a charm. This is page number 1 of the festival quests. Oh, okay, just a second. Need to rearrange windows. Yeah, this is page number 1. And then we also have page number 2. You can get to page number 2 if you just click here on the left or right. Let's just quickly get this here. So you click on right and then you see the festival cheat sheet number 2. So basically you can switch between those two the entire time very, very easily. Okay, so these are our cheat sheets, and you need to know about the order of the festival quests. So what you do is, right now I'm on 6 stamina and I am on 6 hero arena battle tokens. I'm gonna be playing a little bit more today, but at a later point in time, because there's a couple more hours until the festival starts, 10 hours. You obviously don't need 10 hours to replenish your entire stamina. What you don't do on Saturday, the day leading up to the festival, is you're not buying any stamina up refreshes. So I'm keeping those the entire day. Then, right before the festival starts, like 5 minutes before the festival starts basically, I am going to buy 2 stamina refreshes. So I'm going to buy the one for 50 and I'm going to buy the one for 110. Still, before the festival starts, I'm going to the special offers and I'm going to buy the Festival Floret bonus and delivery package for $9.99. This is one of the best deals in the game. I said this in my starter guide, I still stand by this. So I'm going to buy this as well. So then I get 25 stamina immediately. 50 stamina immediately. On top of that I get 200 stamina, so we're at 250 from the stamina purchases that I did. And then on top of that I should have 100 or 98 or something like that stamina. So basically I have 350 stamina and then I'm starting the festival with 350 stamina. So the next thing you are doing is looking at the quests. First quest is super self-explanatory. 2 lightning winds, 5 melee kills. As you can see here, lightning wind qualification starts at 122. So to put this in, like if you have some problems making sense of this, you go to campaign and then in the first chapter 1, Ancient Ruins, you cannot play any of these levels here where Boulder is the boss, and here where Gibbo and Gobbo are the boss. Starting at encounter 22, you can see this down here on the bottom left, you can get lightning victories. Before that, 21 is actually the first one. Is this what it says? Okay, this is a typo apparently. 121 is the first encounter where you can get a lightning victory. You do not have to do 121, you do not have to do 122, it really doesn't matter, you can do any of them. So that's basically the first quest, and you need 2 lightning winds and 5 melee kills. So just play some melee units and then you play 2 of these encounters that costs you 12 energy, it even costs you just 10 stamina, because these very early encounters only cost 5 energy, which you can see. Where am I? I'm blind. Oh, you can see it in the battle tag here. It says battle for 5. Alright, so that's the first quest. You can do this like 1 minute into the festival. The next thing, raid 5 battles, 10 kills with hero class. Now, generally speaking, you can raid the 3 stamina battles. However, you have 350 energy. So you should save those 3 stamina battles, in my personal opinion, for some of the other quests that come later in the day. So what I am doing is I'm raiding 5 battles, and the 5 battles that I'm going to be doing is whatever I need. So let's say I want to get Snazbang up, for example, and Snazbang at the moment needs some Thorns of Wormwood and they are dropping in the Frozen Expanse. That's fine. If you don't want to play Frozen Expanse because it only gives 11 points instead of 12 points, you can also do this and go to the desert, and then you get 12 points for that. Like, raid whatever you want, you just raid 5 battles. Then you need 10 kills with the hero class. So the hero is a mage, so you need 10 kills with a mage. The best option is you go to any encounter that has 10 enemies and you just play it once. So basically we're going here and then you just look. This is fine because it's 12 enemies. So this would be an encounter that you can play with Tim Tim. If you have a Tim Tim, you just move him in the middle and just pull the active and they all die. They all die immediately. Yeah. So basically this costs you some stamina. You should not go for the 3 energy levels because you need them for later. The next quest, number 3, 20 campaign wins, 30 hero class abilities. I would still not go for the 3 energy levels as it says here in the cheat sheet. The cheat sheet is giving you the most efficient way to get every quest done. The most efficient way isn't always the best way. So what you now do, you also need 30 hero class abilities. So I would just go to any campaign, like preferably ones that are costing like 5 energy, for example. So one of the earlier ones in the Ancient Ruins. And then you just use your hero class abilities up to, you can do it 5 times in one fight, obviously. So you need to do a couple of fights, 6 fights, and then you get 6 wins, and then you do some more raiding, and you go back to the desert, or of course the Cursed Lands, which is now possible. And then you end up in quest number 4, which is the first bottleneck quest. This is the first quest that you cannot just like finish immediately. We are like on my clock, because 1 AM is when the server day changes. It is now going to be like 1:15, maybe 1:10. Like I'm just running through the first 3 quests in 10 minutes. Then you play as many arena battles as you have, or until you want to go to bed. So in my case, very often it's going to be like 10 fights. You need to do 50 kills with ranged. So you try to incorporate the ranged fights, the ranged kills into the arena battles. That's basically what you're doing. And then in my case, I go to bed. And before I go to bed, obviously I want to be on 0 stamina. So I'm going to be raiding for 250 energy that I should still have. Or 200 energy, something like that. And I'm going to be raiding exclusively the levels that give me a lot of energy per raid. But not the 3 energy levels, still not the 3 energy levels. So I would be raiding the desert, and now the new campaign that we just unlocked earlier in the stream, the Cursed Lands. And I, like after 7 or 8 hours, I wake up in the morning and I'm doing the other 5, 6, 7, 8 arena battles. So I'm done with this quest. And then you end up on quest number 5. Now you need to do some ability damage and do a lot of campaign wins. And these 100 campaign wins you cannot finish on the Sunday, on the first day of the, the festival. So this is for me when I start raiding the 3 stamina levels. So you do the 27 raids for the 3 stamina levels, and then the rest of the day you just raid what you can. The ability damage is not much of a problem. That's basically if you're like one of the veteran players, if you've been around for this in this game for a little while, you just play 1 guild raid and you have done 10k ability damage. That's at least that's my experience. Maybe sometimes it takes 2 guild raid fights, but you're gonna be done with it. Don't do 3 guild raid fights. Or actually, like quest number 8 is where you need guild boss battles. So this quest, very, very often I am only going to finish on the Monday, no longer on the Sunday. So then you end up with quest number 6. You basically start your day, you do some raids. Very often it's going to be 3 stamina levels again. And then you need to do kill 50 with greens, kill 50 with blues. And all of these quests where you have to kill X units with 1 color or kill X units from a certain class or something like that. I am always playing the elite frost golem levels, so that's like the elite ice encounters, and there you play against the frost golems that can clone themselves. So you're basically going here to elite campaign, and then whatever really floats your boat. They start obviously in like the 5th encounter is pretty good. I've shown this strategy a couple of times in the 5th encounter because there's like a narrow edge where only 1 unit can come through, so they don't tend to overrun you. Personally, I prefer to play some other encounters where these guys get a little bit stronger. So I'm like more in this range where these guys suddenly have like purple stars. They're a little bit more powerful because then you do a lot more damage per attack. You farm a little bit more XP, which is not super relevant, but also helpful. So this would be the quest number 6. So we're basically roughly on Monday right now, and we're still doing this quest on Monday. Then you need to do 3 beach runs. Try to save up on your beach runs. Don't go to 0 beach runs while the festival is underway. Always have at least 1 ticket ready for the beach runs. So this is going to take a little while, just because you cannot do like 3 beach runs all at the same time. And then after that you need to do guild boss raids. So for that you also need to have some tickets in guild raids. So just be aware of the order of quests, know what quest is going to come up, and don't just go all out. With treasure beach runs, with guild raid boss runs, stuff like that. And then you finish all of these quests, the first 8 quests, in the first 2 or 3 days of the festival. Roughly 2 days is what it normally takes me. At the end of the second day of the festival, I'm done with quest number 7. Then I do 2 guild boss raids, because I keep 2 tickets obviously, because I know this quest is coming. And then I'm immediately at quest number 9, gain 5k health, do some damage with greens. So I've shown a video at the last festival. There is some elite boss stages where you can just play Oaken Shrub, even put him in Thorns, so he gets like a lot of damage and he heals back. And then if you like place the Nixie tree behind him, this is gonna be like just 1 encounter for 10 stamina and you're gonna be done with this. After that, you were back to bottleneck time, 20 arena battles. My biggest problem here is that I can only start working on this quest on Monday afternoon. And I cannot do 20 arena battles. Obviously nobody can do 20 arena battles, but I can also not go all out on arena battles, because my arena season starts on Tuesday. This is the season where I want to defend my crown in Legend League. So now I need to wait. And then on Tuesday, over the course of the day, I'm going to be done with this quest after I've had my 20 arena battles. So this is roughly the schedule. If you're like a veteran in this game, if you want to power through the festival, this is basically what you do for the first 10 quests. And then the other 10 quests are like roughly the same idea here. You make sure you keep on to your treasure beach runs. There is no guild raid anymore. This is something that confuses me every single time. I always think I have to save my guild raid again, but you only have to save guild raid 1 time for quest number 8. You don't really have to save anything, with the exception of arena battles. This happens again, but at this point in the festival, I often don't really care that much about the festival, because I'm like 100% gonna be in the top 100 or top 150 of the festival, and I'm not gonna drop out of the top 100 of the festival unless I really want to. Like every day I go for 2 refreshes, and I just raid what I can to get the max amount of festival points for the stamina that I have. And this way, you're going to stay in the top 100, in the top 150. Like if you're going with 1 refresh per day, you should be staying within the top 200 or top 250 throughout the entire festival. And there's one more thing that is very, very important, and that is the fact that the festival is front loaded. That means if you are in a good position early on in the festival, you tend to end up in a good position at the end of the festival, because you get like more rewards every day when you got a top position. If you are in the back, if you like place 1000 in the festival, it's very hard to fight your way back to the top. So if you are basically playing Riven Guard on a budget and you don't have like infinite money to spend on this game, make sure you get your energy refreshes in early, like at the start of the festival, so you push yourself, you catapult yourself into a good position, and not do it at the very end of the festival, because very often it's going to be more expensive securing the rare version of the unit or the epic version of the unit when you do this. What I just described, I know this is a lot of information, but obviously you guys can just play this back. This is what I do every festival, and I always 100% get the epic version of the unit. You do not have to go for 2 energy refreshes every day, and you also don't have to do raid in the desert the entire festival. So very often I stop doing this in the middle of week number 2, because then I know that I open like 14 chests, 15 chests, and like I can see on the horizon that the last festival chest is gonna get me there, and I'm gonna get the epic version of this unit. In case you did not know this is also some piece of advice that could come in handy. If you are in the festival once it has started, okay, we cannot see this now, you can click on the chests in the upper right corner of the screen. So basically up here in the screen, you can see the tiny icon of the chest, and it's going to tell you what you're going to get at the end of week 1 and what you're going to get at the very end of the festival. You should check this every once in a while because the rewards change depending on your position in the leaderboard of the festival. So every once in a while check this and make sure that you're like on track to unlocking the unit at whatever rarity you want. In my case, this festival, I'm going to like guaranteed get the unit as an epic because like my Caradan is currently a rare. And there is a chance, if I'm lucky, that I get it as a legendary. I'm not sure about that, but I guess if I hit it hard enough, I'm gonna get it as a legendary. And I don't think that's not gonna be that much competition because a lot of the heavy spenders in this game, like the Trips and the Punkhawks and the Vifs, the Maris in this game, most of them already have this unit as an epic or even as a legendary in some cases. So they don't have a reason to spend 400 bucks on the festival because there's just no reward for them. So there's a really good chance that for this festival it's going to be relatively easy for you to, without gigantic investments, unlocking this unit at least as an epic. Alright, I hope that helped. I hope that answers some questions. That was basically my entire schedule that I do at every festival. I'm gonna get up at 1 a.m. in the middle of the night, actually at 12:50 a.m. Because I want to buy the energy refreshes before the festival starts, and then I'm gonna be on track to getting Caradan to epic at least, and very likely even like, and then some. Yeah, there's a good chance that I'm gonna get Caradan to legendary this time around.